Hey friends, hope you're having a fantastic day. It is the 6th and final day of Oaxaca bike expeditions.
In this video series, we're in Oaxaca, Mexico on an all-inclusive mountain bike trip with Oaxaca Bike Expeditions. Me and a few friends spent 6 days riding bikes, eating great food, and avoiding all of our real-life responsibilities. Thanks for watching, and here we go.
We've been having a good time. It's been an awesome week. Been a lot of good food, a lot of good bike riding, and just some good times, some fun memories. I think we've all taken a few spills and had some crashes, but luckily nothing too serious. Final day, Andrew.
What up?
And Nick. Say a little something to the camera.
I'm just trying to not crash again.
If you haven't been to Oaxaca, like, what are you doing?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
So amazing.
So sick. What do you have to say to the camera, Chris? Final day?
My knee hurts, and I'm very tired.
We've heard
I'm ready to send it some more.
No, it's funny how like you're walking around limping with your knee, but then you get on your bike and you're like going 95%, like there's nothing wrong. So
Nick and I are convinced that he's just putting that wrap on for sympathy at this point. It's been like 4 days.
Want some
I
sympathy?
didn't get stitches. No, it's because mountain biking is medicine.
Stitches.
Mountain biking is medicine. I like that. Alexis has got some good stuff in store for us today. Here we go.
All right, day 6. We are repeating one trail that we really liked from day 3, or no, day 2, that Chris didn't get to do. So we're gonna do that one. And then we've got one final longer trail that Alexis said is one of his favorites. So looking forward to trying that one. Across the road, little drop. Why do us mountain bikers feel the need to say woo every time we go off a jump? I don't have the answer for that, but it's just kind of tradition, I guess. My tire's holding up good after yesterday's little puncture and throwing some bacon strips in there. Oh yeah. We wanted Chris to do this trail because it's got some faster, flowy sections like through the ravine where you can really kind of get up on the sides and play around. So many cool little spots, like where you can create little hip jumps. Right here. Woo. Yo! The backside of that was kind of blind, but it had roots on it. So this is my second time riding this trail, but man, we rode so many trails this week that it's like, it's not like I remember every piece of it, so it still feels like kind of blind. Whoa! Pine needles. Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely like one of the more playful trails that we've ridden.
Not just like one line.
Yeah, yeah.
Play around.
First trail's done, cruising back to the car. We do kind of go slow through these neighborhoods just to try to be respectful of the locals up here in the hills.
This Transition Sentinel rental has been a trusty steed this week. Frame decals, perfect for Oaxaca, Mexico. With the sugar skulls on there. Good bike, really playful. Dual 29er. Excited to try my bike out, which is set up as a mullet, so we'll have to compare in the upcoming weeks my carbon Sentinel to this alloy one and see, you know, get the differences in how they feel and how they ride. Absolute rig. Let me just show you some of the stickers on the back. Look at all those stickers. If I was smart, I would have made some Mediocre Mitch stickers, slap one on there, but I'm not that smart, so pretty sick shuttle rig.
Follow you, Chris.
Sounds good, bro.
Or I'll follow your dust at least. All right, well, I believe this is going to be the final trail of our trip. Alexis said that he saved one of his favorites for us here, and this trail I believe is a black diamond, so some technical stuff, some slippery sections with pine needles and leaves, some flowy sections with like goalies and some steep chutes. So I think this trail is gonna have a little of everything. Woo! My rear brake is a little squeaky. Whoa. Got a little wide there. Nice. High line. Yeah. These like chutes and rocky walls on the side are so cool. Oh. Yeah.
Those pine needles are like my worst enemy.
Nick posting up. Yeah, buddy. Chris Halls, dude. Yo, shoot. You all right, dude? Yeah, this chute is really steep to start out. Chris came in hot and had so much speed right there that he couldn't really stop before that left turn and kind of slid out, of course, onto his left side where his knee's injured, but I think he's good. I think he's good. All right, dropping in. I'm gonna try to go a little slower than Chris. Wow. Bro. Oh my gosh. Are you okay? I'm fine. That was crazy. You just can't stop. That was like such low speed and you just can't stop. Whew. I think I would have been fine, but I tried to come to a complete stop. Oh. Yeah, it just kind of pushed me over. You okay, dude?
Yeah, I think the knee's fine.
What is it with you and breaking seats, dude?
Oh, dude.
Look at that. Wow.
I'm so annoyed.
Do you want to, dude, put it behind my back pad.
Yeah.
It'll stay in there. It's funny, when we did our North Slope race in Olympia, Chris broke his seat off. You're kind of in the habit of that, dude.
I think so.
All right. Let's take it a little easier, eh?
I think the rest of it's easy.
Whoa, nice. Stick. Woo! It's like so slippery that I don't dare try to come to a stop because you'll just freaking fishtail and slide. Okay, let's just park this bike right here. Might have to go back up and see if I can help those other guys get down. Gnarly, Charlie. Bending the rails back so that we can get Chris's seat back on there. I think it'll work. Bend the rails back, get some zip ties. All right. After a little seat repair, we are good to go. This is really cool. Rocky chute. Woo, 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 woo. Leaves. That'll work. Oh, I need to hold on to you to clip in. Okay, there we go.
You get to have fun, everyone.
starting to get a little less steep here. Oh yeah. This is cool, nice and flowy through the ravine. Some pretty leaves. Yes, sir. Not quite as steep here, but still pretty chunky. Still gotta be very mindful of like where each wheel is at, where my pedals are at, where my feet are at, so I don't smack them on a rock. Nice. All right, we're coming up on some donkeys here that we need to pass. All right. So how this trip has kind of worked is that usually we'll do like some shorter trails in the morning to kind of get warmed up, and then after that we'll do a longer adventure ride like this one. Section is cool, man. Rugged, raw. Not quite as steep, so you can carry a little more speed. Oh, I spoke too early. That's very steep. exposure off to the left side there. This terrain is tough on a bike and tough on tires. I don't know if I recorded it, but we had to put some bacon strips, or sorry, we tried to put bacon strips in Andrew's tire. That didn't hold up. So then we had to put a tube in his rear tire. So that brings the grand total to 2 flats for Chris, 1 for me, 1 for our guide Alexis, and 1 for Andrew. Cool views up here, huh?
Yeah, man.
It's awesome. Whoa, nice little drop there. And that about does it, I think, for Oaxaca Bike Expeditions. 6 days of fun and some pretty challenging riding. Like I said in a previous video, when I would watch the Instagram clips and stuff, it looked like pretty mellow, but I don't think the Instagram clips really show some of the gnarlier trail options that exist out here. So our guide has done a good job of just kind of, he eased us into it those first couple days, and then as we've got more comfortable and he's seen like where our skill level is at, then he's increased the difficulty of the trails according to our liking, and that's been awesome. That's been really awesome. I think they really cater the trip to your riding capabilities and also how comfortable you're feeling being in a foreign country and whatnot. So we completed our journey.
Yeah.
6 days of fun.
Fun and fear. You guys
Fun and fear. Overall, I would highly recommend the trip. It is kind of expensive, but man, pretty awesome experience. Part of my plan this year was to do a little less enduro racing so that I could have some extra money for, you know, a trip like this. So definitely worth it in my opinion.